Whoa! It's daylight and it's day 21. Welcome. I was just showering, as you can tell, and I was thinking about the meditation practice that I mentioned last night in my video. I wanted to comment on that, and the reason that it came up is I was actually in the shower having a show-epiphany. Gotta come up with a better word for that, but those typical epiphanies you have in the shower when you're thinking about everything except for the fact that this lovely device is pouring water on your face by the turn of a knob. Isn't that amazing? Let's express some gratitude, which is the first stage, you could say, of the meditation practice. As a reminder, I meditate 20 minutes a day. I do it first thing in the morning so that I do not allow myself to leave my room prior to meditating. And I just sit there, and usually I just sit there and think for 20 minutes. So was the reason that last night I decided to switch it up. This morning was the first morning where I did, and I had the idea, based on stuff I heard elsewhere, to basically leverage my 5-minute interval timer to break the 20 minutes up into 4 or 5-minute blocks. The first block, I would focus on gratitude practice. Now, I know, some of this might just sound a little bit too hippy-dippy for you, but bear with me. It actually has some merit to it, and I'm going to see how this practice changes me over time. And then we can talk about how silly it is if nothing happens, and how I was just sitting there being all lovey-dovey, which actually brings me to the second portion, which is loving kindness practice, which I'll talk about in a second. But the gratitude, what I actually do is try to do as if I've been doing this for a long time. I just started this morning. Who am I kidding? But what I did, and what I plan on doing, is actually visualizing the things that I'm grateful for, kind of putting myself in the position almost like if there was a creator or a god or the universe, like I'm talking to the universe saying, man, I am really grateful for this bed that I have that is kind of tailored to me. It's got a body pillow and the right amount of pillows for my ginormous body to be propped up as a side sleeper, and I just get the best night's sleep on it. And then that evolves into, oh, I'm so thankful that body pillows exist. And then, oh, I'm so thankful for air conditioning and heating. And you just kind of keep going down essentially a list of things that come to mind that might be tangential to whatever you were just thanking the universe for. It's pretty cool because that started off with a light smile. Now it's like that, like a very tiny, like you could almost not tell that you could call that a smile, but it has been shown. I don't remember if studies have really proven that there's elevated neurotransmitters and stuff like serotonin that elevate your mood, but pretty sure there is a connection. So anyway, that started off the practice. It was very nice, and then I went into loving kindness. Now I want to again mention that there are more guided or structured ways of approaching a loving kindness meditation, but I just kind of want to wing it and go with what feels right to me. I spent probably about the first half thinking about my buddy who's in, I believe, still South America right now. Yeah, there's something that he has going on, and he asked me to send some good vibes his way. I know, it sounds crazy, but I sent him some good vibes. Basically, how I think is I imagine the person that I'm visualizing this loving kindness meditation for. I think, oh, of all the good things, all the good emotions that they spark in me and how it feels to kind of be in their presence, and then I just wish good things for them. Again, part of the structure, there's like, I wish you good health, I wish you good fortune, and so I kind of tried to remember that at the very end. It was really only because the second person was a loved one, a direct family member who's going through cancer treatment. I was thinking like, oh, I hope that they heal and they have good health soon. It's the big thing that I wish more than anything else. There's one thing I wanted to mention there as well. Instead of wishing for something like happiness, which is not bad, but I think it might even be more worthwhile to wish for someone peace, because peace, from a base state of peace, happiness can arise, but happiness is a pretty fleeting feeling that comes and goes throughout the days and weeks and months and years even. I think operating from a place of peace on a continuous basis will help allow for that happiness to just kind of bubble naturally. So anyway, first 5 minutes, second 5 minutes, boom, now we're on to the last half, and then when that second interval bell to let me know that we are into the third 5 minutes, I focused on a mantra that I thought up. This is related to basically just trying to rewire my brain in terms of there's a lot of self-judgment that goes on continuously. What that mantra is, you are a good person, you are doing the right things, and I love you, and I say my full name, middle name included. That's more so talking to my younger self, so that whatever younger self trapped neural pathways there are in my subconscious and my unconscious, I can let him know essentially, it's okay, you're a good person, you're doing the right things now, even if you've made mistakes in the past. past. That's a big theme that is involved with the trauma and whatnot that I was affected by. Basically, getting yourself to really understand on a deeper level that you're a good person and, you're trying by showing up and even having these questions, having these pursuits of trying to make things better. You're doing the right things. And this kind of brings me to the second mantra portion I just kind of came up with because I was like, what am I going to do with the last block of 5 minutes? I can't remember what I said last night, what I might use, but what I ended up going with this morning, and I love alliteration, so this was pretty sweet. I came up with, I am capable, I am confident, and I am courageous. There's very specific reasons that I chose these 3 things, and I actually want to add one to that, which I just, again, thought of in the shower, which is why I'm here, and it's not nighttime, and I'm getting this video completed, because I actually get really excited about this. Anyway, capable, again, has to do with self-doubt. I have a lot of self-doubt. Yeah, capable. I am capable. So believing in myself is something that I'm trying to wire in there. Again, with the gratitude, loving kindness, there's a lot of intense visualization. How I incorporated that visualization and trying to get myself into the energy of these words, as opposed to just repeating words endlessly for almost no reason, is to imagine times when I felt like I proved that I was capable. Essentially evoke a sense of pride within me. And then that's not just some egoic pride of look at me, I'm the shit, man. No, I did good things and I accomplished goals and I surmounted obstacles that I did not think or would not have thought that I would have been able to do. So I am capable, and that does exist within me, and I just have been perhaps putting myself down for years and decades, but I am capable. And I need to know that on a deeper level. And so that's why I put myself in those shoes so that I can set up the day to operate from that understanding. So I'm capable, I am confident, which kind of bleeds right from that. Because of that capability that I know I have within me, I can be confident in the things that I do and say. And that's something that I struggle with because I have a lot of knowledge and information I've been gaining over the past decade. That's a lot of what I intend to put towards this channel. Other pursuits that I have going on right now, with a sense of confidence, I can deliver that. I can participate and share in the world, and that's the ultimate goal I think almost all of us have, is to be some form of a contribution, some positive contribution to the world and to our community. Being confident is very crucial in delivering that contribution. So I am capable, I am confident, I am courageous. Now the courageous part has a lot to do with the lack of self-esteem, self-doubt, because I feel that I lack the courage in a lot of situations because of these maladaptive ways of looking at myself. By telling myself I am courageous, I'm trying to envision times when I was courageous in the past again and really evoke that feeling within me of being courageous like that. And yeah, those are the 3 C's. And then I came up with another one which kind of breaks the alliteration a little bit technically because it's not a C, but it's a K. I bet you can't guess what this K is, but it's kind. And I want to put that at the beginning because kindness is a great place to start from. It's something that I feel I am deep down inside. I was thinking about this again in the shower. What it really is I'm kind when I'm at my best, when I'm at my worst, and even when I am not in my absolute worst. My kindness it struggles to shine through. There's a reason that I chose all of these things, and hopefully this does work. And I'll come back, make some video about this being a process that other people can implement in themselves to change their mental wiring and to change the voices within your own head so that it's aimed at a positive direction and not so much negative. In doing so, I say it's valuable to, I theorize, I don't say yet, the verdict is still out. I think it will be most advantageous to choose 2 to 4 things that you dislike about yourself or that you maybe criticize about yourself too often and pick the opposite. Again, not just arbitrarily be like, oh, well, I'm kind of an a-hole. Well, I want to be nice, so I'm nice. And there's a difference between nice and kindness, but that's a topic for another day. The point is, you want to find something that you do ideally have within you to some degree to where you can find something that you can relate to. Sometimes it'll be hard. It's tough to focus on positive aspects of yourself, especially if you're in a low moment. But that's one way to bring yourself out of a low moment. And that's why I would encourage picking something that you have witnessed within yourself that you want to bring to the surface more or make more of a prevalent aspect of yourself, especially engaging in your community around you. I want to stop going to the grocery store or Walmart and picking things up and on the road being very impatient. So patience might be another one that you could do. So by wiring this kindness, I can participate in the world as the kind human that I know that I am underneath all of this turmoil that, everyone's going through. But my particular turmoil that causes me to be unkind in moments. So that's pretty much it. But I just started that today. So this is day 1, January 21st. I'm gonna see what this feels like after a month. And I have the meditation practice down, no problem. So just adding this to it or augmenting the practice to be this instead of just sitting there thinking, well, should be no problem. All right, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on day 22. Bye.